Yo, welcome back to Dev's Vlog. I'm over here in New York City, my hometown. Get to see this beautiful view every day. This is pretty much my backyard. Not actually, but 5-minute walk. And I get inspired by this every day. I get inspired by the scale. I get inspired by the culture. I get inspired by the hustle. I get inspired by everything about it. And I am thankful and grateful to be here. And I'm also thankful and grateful that I get to travel. JFK is a solid airport. I can get out to most places from JFK. But yeah, most of my life I've been traveling back and forth between the West Coast, East Coast, Bay Area, Los Angeles, some Toronto here. But those are my main hubs. I've been lucky to have family in all these places. I've been lucky to exist in all these places and understand these places from the Bay Area being a technical hub, LA being a entertainment hub, New York being a financial center and a cultural hub for the rest of the world, right? So I've gotten a lot of knowledge, experience in these places, and I'm thankful as hell for that. I've also, over the past 2 years, been focusing more of the energy from the West Coast, more so to, being here in New York, as well as getting out to India, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia, and East Asia, Korea, Japan, really. And it's actually been very eye-opening, very helpful. I've been doing more creative stuff, working with artists and producers in these places. The funny thing is, I used to do it back then. Like my first job, my first startup, Team Backpack, we were building in Spain, in India, in East Asia, all over the place. So I got my first taste of global music business shit 10 years ago plus, right? And since then, I've been trying to get back to it, and I think we're finally here. Because what I'm announcing in this video is that I am going to show you how to live build a new music business, a new global music business, right? Really focused around the management of IP and artists and the talent, and putting together the pieces so that we can collect and drive value for the music around the world and in person with merchandise, all these things, right? I did a couple of these trips to India late last year that you'll see soon, that kind of started this process. And you'll get some context through that. And I believe, this is the start of something great. I just want to announce that here, give you the backdrop, give you the inspiration. I'm going to go inside of the cafe, write a few emails, take a couple calls, and then go back to my apartment where I'm going to actually talk to some artists that I'm thinking about working with for this build in real time concept that I'm working on. So see you inside. I'm trying to make this content, document the process to show people that it can be done. Like in the last year, everything's changed. That's why I'm out here doing this shit with this stuff. Like I have this itch to be able to provide value to the music industry and artists specifically. It's never been easier to fucking shoot videos and make yourself look good and sound good, right? So if you're really trying to do this for a career, if you're trying to do music for a career, and you want to be on stage, this is the stage. This is the stage. Realize that. So document this whole process. We now run the TV networks. TV networks are done. I, as a marketer, can go promote something, go promote dope music around the world. And it's people on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, just like going like this. That's the TV network. Let's not forget that going forward. We can run the airwaves, and it's truly a meritocracy. Whatever is good, whatever people like, they will pay for. You have to give them the options to pay for it, and over time, but first they pay with their eyeballs and their ears, and they keep doing that, they keep doing that, they keep doing that. Then they pay with paying it forward. They'll say, hey, check it out, friend. Check it out, car, people in my car. Check it out, club. Check it out, party. It's another form of payment. More people start hearing it, and then they start following you online. They see, oh, you have a little drop here. You have a digital download here. You have a, little party here coming this day. All right, well, first of all, we need to build this streaming so that we can get to that point in a city and do it in that city, pushing that city a little harder. Have that network effect take place in that city once you see it happening. Then you go capture that content. You go there, you go pull up, do a listening event, you do a party, you do an event, pop up, whatever the fuck you want. Could be in your own backyard. Could be like literally the town next door or your own town even, if you really want to push it. It takes the ad side to push it a little bit more and prioritize it within that city. That's why I run the ads also. And then from there, you have a party, you can build with them in person, they become super fans. And then you come back every year. Every single year, you're pulling back up to that city. So that's how, I see most of the artists I work with turning into, more profitable businesses. It takes, long-term thinking, takes long-term strategy, I'd say. It takes not willing, just not giving up at all on it. And I think that's what we're working on today. I'm taking some calls right now. I'm talking to some people that I'm going to do this, building in real life thing with, and I'm going to make sure that these people are ready for the pull up. I think I'm talking to somebody today. His name is Spitty. Yeah, Spitty, rapper from Brampton, brown rapper from Brampton. My type of music. Actually, I listen to everything, but he's repping and he's traveling. He's in India already. He's making those moves. He's doing everything that he needs to. Smart dude, but I'm gonna talk to him. So you guys are gonna see in a second how I actually work with an artist. It's gonna be a Zoom call, but this is some more context on how I work. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about the projects you've been working on, what you've dropped, the travels, all that stuff, so we can give people more context. If you're down.
My name's Spitty. I guess it says my real name right there. The Govy. I should change that next time. But I was born in Florida and I grew up in Brampton in Canada, which is like a big city of immigrants, especially other Indian people. And my family's from Gujarat in India. So I kind of grew up around a lot of different cultures, but of course hip hop was like the main one, especially growing up in the 2000s. It was like the counterculture genre and the genre that was like speaking for, the people that felt oppressed or like on the outside. So that's really what I gravitated towards. And then just grew up loving it and then started rapping in high school, right when SoundCloud started and YouTube was definitely popping. So I was big on the YouTube wave and then just kept at it, like coming from an Indian background. Obviously my parents didn't see that vision yet and there wasn't anything to see yet. Like I wasn't like going crazy viral or making that much money. So I went to university, got my degree in computer science, my bachelor's. And then I was working in that field in the Azure cloud space, IT space, and I was doing both. And then it turns out the pandemic was like a little, blessing in disguise because I started working from home, had my work laptop, my music laptop, and I was just going back and forth. And that's actually when I started pushing online and discovered the world likes my music maybe even more than some of the people in Canada. And like me being Indian, a lot of people from India were just like going crazy. And that's when I started learning about things like ads, where it's like you put $20 on a boost post in Canada, it's 10 times more expensive than a boost post in India. And a human's a human to me, So like, I'm like, let me start targeting over there. And then things started really just kind of escalating from there. And then that's when I realized there's more to the world than just here, but like also where I am and like what I'm building up is in itself iconic and people know about it. Like a lot of people know about Brampton in the Indian space, for example. And a lot of people look to Canada as like a hub for modern music. We have some of the biggest heavyweight artists, in the last decade. So just trying to represent that on a global scale. So it's been pushing in Canada, started pushing in the US. I've done shows and festivals out there. And then last year I was able to go out to Singapore for a festival. And I've been to India too and did like kind of a guest performance and stuff, but I'm planning actually my own shows there for this year. So that's kind of one of my main focuses.
Yeah. So there you have it. You got Spitty from Brampton and Florida. He's heading to India over the next few months to perform. If you're in India, check that out. We're doing some stuff in New York, in Toronto. Check out what was your project called? What was the name of your last project?
Motherland.
Motherland, an ode to the motherland.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm very excited to work with him. Spitty, good to meet you or good to talk to you again. We'll kind of show different parts of the process. We won't show everything. There's too much to go through. We'll show different parts of the process as we build it. And yeah, you should be seeing Spitty soon.